Welcome back to The Angry Teacher. I'm Richard Williams, The Angry Teacher, and today I'm going to give you 6 things you should know about sports scholarships. Hang around, we're going to learn today. First, I'm here. The Angry Teachers to train new or teachers without a little bit of inspiration. But every now and then I throw in stuff for my students, my past students and present students, and one of these things is about athletics. So that's what this video is about. So just hang around and watch it. Give me the likes, give me the subscribes, and we'll have a good time. And then we'll get back into the teacher stuff a little bit later. Okay? All right. Thanks, guys. Now I'm going to be talking about an article that I read in, I think it was written in 2015, if I'm not mistaken. But in any case, here's the information. Number 1, the odds are stacked against you. Only about 2% of high school athletes actually get to make it collegiately, and then to go pro is another situation. And the scholarships are usually less than $11,000, so you'll have to tack it on with other stuff, and they tell you that as a part of the package. So it's rare that you get a full ride, but we'll talk about that in another number. But that's basically it. You're going up against some really high odds. All right, so that's number 1. For Division 1s, full ride scholarships are scarce. Only 6 sports actually get you the full rides, and those are called head count sports. And that's a problem for me because you're basically just saying this sport brings in people, which brings in money. It's almost like it's a game or their cattle or whatever, but I'm gonna leave my opinion out of it. I'm just giving you information. So it's the head count sports that bring in the money, that give you a full ride. There's 6 of them. You'll be surprised about one of them that's not in the top, these 6 head count sports. But in any case, everybody knows football, men's basketball, women's basketball, women's gymnastics, volleyball, and tennis. Those are the 6 sports that bring in money and you can get a full ride from it. Track isn't on there. Interesting. So all the other ones you have to, obviously this is not a complete science. Excuse me. Some schools obviously can offer you something depending on what's going on at their schools, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. So that's number 2. Full rides are scarce. As usual. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and ring the notification bell for the next Angry Teacher video. You know it will be dope. Scholarships can be dicey. Number 3, meaning that it's based on equivalency. NCAA can determine, okay, you get such and such, you should use such and such funding for such and such sport, and this sport requires more than the other because, in your neck of the woods, track is more important, or lacrosse is more important, or swimming is more important. So you can give more money to that or less. So coaches have the power to pick and choose, that athletic director, the board, and everyone else has the power to determine, okay, we're going to cut this program, we're going to give this program a little bit more money and take some from the other program. So be aware of the schools you're applying to and what major sports are there. Now, if you're at my school, I give you a list every about 2-3 weeks or so of the schools and what are the major sports there. So if you're applying, or if they contact you, you'll know that, hey, wait a minute, you're not identifying my school as being one of those ones that I can get a full ride. So that means I'm going to have to either take out loans or get additional scholarships. Now, that's not the problem. If you really want that school, if you really want to play that sport at that school, that's fine. Just know ahead of time what you're getting into. Number 4, verbal commitments are meaningless. If nothing is written, then nobody really, this coach can change his mind, basically. She offered you this track scholarship or this swimming scholarship. She can change her mind if it is just a verbal commitment to you. Especially there's some these great football phenoms or track phenoms in middle school. If it's just, oh man, I love your kid is fast, your kid can do this, and they just say it, and okay, we'll keep in touch, here's my business card. They can say that this never happened. They can negate this whole that whole conversation when the student gets to 12th grade and wants that scholarship. So make sure there's something in writing, and know that verbal commitments are meaningless. Number 5, high-level sports will be a full-time job. Now, NCAA did a survey, I think it was 2015, the same year of this article or a little bit before, where they mentioned that 43%, because there's so much practice time, and then after practice time there's game time and there's travel time, all of this put in as an athlete, it consumes a lot of time. Let me look at my statistics. Football, 43.3 hours a week. Baseball, 42.1 hours a week. Men's basketball, 39.2. Women's basketball, 37.6, and those are just some of them that they did. I'm not going to give you the whole list, but that's a lot of hours per week, and you're still a student. You still have other responsibilities, and so because of these awkward and consuming hours, D1 athletes can't really do, I wouldn't say serious, but the more challenging programs like engineering or the sciences or anything that requires time outside of the classroom for community service or internships, because it's so much time to be spent practicing and playing. So keep that in consideration. Now, if it's considered a full-time job, what happens if you're hurt and you can't work? After a while, what happens with that full ride scholarship? Something to think about, right, guys? And the last thing that you should know about sports scholarships. Number 6, forget about the slick videos, man. Because I saw a couple of my kids doing that last year, and it was so cool that they were doing their own editing. Because coaches don't have time to sit and look at all this fancy stuff, like 30 minutes of you in the different games doing these great phenomenal plays and flips and all this stuff. They don't have that kind of time. Maybe 2 to 3 minutes and you're good. Also, a lot of things that they talked negatively about is people hiring editors and hiring all these people to do the filming for them. Just record the video, have someone do it on your phone if you can, or when you get your tape, just go ahead and edit it yourself, post it on YouTube, and then just send the link to the coach. That's all you need. You don't have to overdo it, because you're just a high school athlete, high school phenom, if you will, but there's several other high school phenoms too. You don't have to overdo it to stand out. Just if your work is that good, it'll stand out for itself. So just make a YouTube video, make a video, shoot them the link, and 2 to 3 minutes, you're good. All right, you're golden. Well, those are my 6, guys, and as anything else comes up, I'll obviously make a video for you. So go out there and be great. thanks for coming to class today, guys. I want you to go out there and be great.